Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is a big-arm guy who's learned how to temper some of his throws. Actually has added a lot more touch and accuracy as his career has gone along. Big-time confidence in his arm, though. Any throw you want, he can make it.
And they'll run here with Tavon Austin. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And the offensive starters for the New York Giants.
And I think we'll see a renewed sense of urgency out of this team this week because they have to make sure they don't waste this homestand. They had a home game last week, lost it. Now they've got the second straight. They've got to take advantage of it, get a win before they head out on the road.
On the carry here, it's Austin. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the backfield, it's Austin. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. This is how they will line it up defensively for Minnesota. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. On second down now, it's Austin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he connects with Ebron. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. The former first-round pick Shane Ray in on the tackle. On second down, it's Austin. Gets past one man, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. That is incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Now a run with Anderson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. From the 38, Stafford looking deep here for Ebron. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. The numbers from last week for Hilton. 5 catches, 77 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Breeze going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw, it's Breeze. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Breeze. Airing one out for Boyd, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Jack Fox now. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And New York set to take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Play action. Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Stafford. Completes it to Austin. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Let's go, baby.
A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me these plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll run it with Mack. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Here's Breeze. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Nick Vannett, his first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's polished off by a Viking score. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Stafford. He completes it to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Roughing the passer defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Stafford to the right side to Eric Ebron. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. That's number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st down, Stafford here. It's complete to Snead. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. On 1st down, it's Stafford. And this is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Tavon Austin, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that
he would have kept it on the ground.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The throw over the middle, taken in. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Breeze. It's caught. Smith. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Breeze. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way. Let's continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. A second quarter score from down in Houston, and it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved down to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run with Austin. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. On second down now, it's Austin. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown, Giants. Tavon Austin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Right there. 54, right there.
From the 29, Breeze. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Stafford. He uncorks it for Snead. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
On 3rd down, Austin. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. Check. Watch 54, watch 54. Get the ball.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. The open man is Smith. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Breeze now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Ready? 95, 56. Mark 54.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's going to go down again. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
Now a play fake it at Stafford.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Stafford now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. He completes it to Tate. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 20. Cut.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got to be frustrated. Bottled up for the 3rd straight play. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Minnesota. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. To throw is Breeze. And the catch made by Hilton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Breida. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 40, 20, 10. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed, indeed. And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So we have come to halftime in what's already a two-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Breeze now. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, down at the 31. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Mack. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 there and a first down. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. He's got Smith here. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Prater for the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one taken from the 7. Oh, spinning away. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Austin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Marlon Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Staying on the ground with Mack. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The Vikings send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford caught by Jones. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The end result, 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Stafford now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Auden Tate, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and the lead now up to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective, is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Breeze. Complete to Hilton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Breeze now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Ready? Double waiting. I'm out. Ready, set.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. There for the sack, Emerson Griffin.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Breeze. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Open man is Uzomah.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people.
He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
We focus our attention now on T.Y. Hilton as he gets ready to head back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 24, Breeze. He completes this one to Mack. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus? Tackling the runner for a loss.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This is caught. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They come out here in the I. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Back now here at MetLife Stadium, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. New York set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Austin, and a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. On on second down now. It's Austin, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Austin. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a first down throw. Stafford to the right side to Eric Ebron. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now Stafford. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, here's Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Seibert's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56. 50's a mark. Guys, game situation, let's go.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Breeze now to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Breeze going to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll throw over the middle, taken in. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's got Smith here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Breeze. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Now Mack. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They go right back to Mack. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. To throw, it's Breeze. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T.Y. Hilton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3rd down here. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. He's been terrific so far. Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. In for the score. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the very rare blocked punt, scooped and returned for a touchdown. What an exciting play. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. Well, the situation very simple here. Late game, down 7. They've got to get it in the end zone.
And the best players know how to be calm in these situations because you know right now his pulse is like a jackhammer. So how does he rein it in, make sure the team has...
They've got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Stafford. Jones has it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Call that a very straight of 24. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, it's Austin. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Austin, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Open man is QT, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They snap it to Stafford. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. William Golston. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarter, you've got to get rid of it somehow, get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Mack. And he takes us across the 15 to the 7. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm coming.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mack, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now Breeze. He's got the tight end, Vanette. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now Austin. 12 yards on the return that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. One last throw here for Stanford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Vikings, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.